Hello, welcome to the Eclectic Reader. Listen to great books and stories while you use your eyes and hands for other things. Now here's your host, Madison Mason.
Hi, Madison Mason here. Welcome back to the Great Quarry Boys, Chapter 17. The Great Quarry Boys, Chapter 17, Summer. The bell that rang in the empty hall at noon on Thursday had a special resonance no one had heard for a year. It clanged out freedom, liberty, and all the rest of that crap. I mean summer vacation. No more school for 3 friggin' months. The doors to Great Quarry High School exploded open and every immature moron in this idiot factory came spewing out into the sunlight, grinning like it was chocolate pudding day at the state nut house. The 7th and 8th grade guys were the worst. They whooped and hollered and whacked each other with book bags. They climbed on each other in the schoolyard and ran around tackling and rolling in the dirt like earthworms in heat. It was the unhippest crap I ever saw. The only cool moves these rabid monkeys pulled was to get on their bikes and disappear. Good. They could drive their mothers suicidal for the whole summer. School let out early in Great Quarry, mid-May, so kids could help with the last of the planting. It had been that way for a century. Me, not being a farm kid, I'm looking at 3 months of basic same-o, just without 7 hours brainwashing every day. But I'll probably find work, too. My mom needs the dough, and so do I. And somehow I managed to sneak around the academic corner with a handful of C's and D's. Thank God I didn't actually flunk anything, so I don't have to go to summer school and sit there oozing sweat and fighting sleep, listening to some poor drone try to make an extra buck, telling me what I already heard and didn't give a crap about then and don't now. Just give me your degree or whatever you say I need to be a meaningful person and send me out into the world. Hey, I'm there already. I make more dough than the guy who's teaching me. It's just state law that says I gotta be here, so while everybody else is swimming at the lake or packing the family sedan to go off to Myrtle Beach or visit old Aunt Fanny in Asheville, I'll be working and cooling it. Maybe I'll write a book about it. That'd be a cool summer project. Yeah, right. That'll ever happen. So Buddy and Sue Marie hung together. It wasn't any romance, more like a couple horses who find themselves outside the fence and can't get back in. Knowing they can't be with the others because they're different, they're drawn together by some instinct. We all need company. But kids had begun to avoid them, and they were cool with it. It's not necessarily that they were losers, it's more like bad stuff was happening around them and nobody wanted it to rub off on them, and neither of them cared a damn about those other people anyway. So Buddy blew his harp, and Sue Marie smoked, and they hung out together. It was comfortable for them both, and no one felt the need to talk a lot. Buddy decided for himself, since that first day when he told her to leave his house and she didn't, that he'd never try to force her to do anything again. She'd been kicked hard enough. He would protect her no matter what. "You want to see where I live?" she asked as they left school the final day, lugging their accumulation of their lockers in their arms. "Sure. Yeah, let me drop this junk off at my house." "Yep," she mumbled, lighting a Winston. Bob Tuttle tried the key at Doc Davenport's house. It turned easily. He swung open the front door and stepped cautiously inside. The interior hallway received his intruding footsteps with quiet grace. Bob was slightly uncomfortable. Not superstitious, he sensed ghosts watching in the silence of the lifeless home. Expensive furniture, tasteful female touches, wall-to-wall carpet, things that were not part of his simple life, resonated now with a sad absence in the dead house with no family to fire its heart, waiting to be dismantled and sold to strangers at auction. But the ghosts were there. He felt them, calling, and he shook it off. He found the kitchen and clomped across the blue linoleum, leaving black scuff marks as he opened the garage door. It was a full convenience kitchen right out of a GE television commercial. All that was missing was that perfect homemaker lady. What was her name? Betty Furness? Yeah. But the kitchen had lost its woman. and bore the faint smell of food left too long before being tossed. Dead food, dead homemaker, dead home. He opened the garage and stepped inside. "Damn," he muttered as he flipped on the dead light switch. The brother must have had the power shut off. He groped his way to the garage door, felt around, released the latch, and hoisted the door into the sunlight. He was surprised when he turned around. "Well, look-a-here," he whispered. The back wall was lined with pegboard and hung with every hand tool needed. Box wrenches of every size, screwdrivers, various hammers, assorted clamps, saws, drills, sockets, a cornucopia of steel, a tool for every job. So, old Doc was a mechanic. Good glory, who would have thought that, Bob muttered.
We hope you have enjoyed this episode of The Eclectic Reader. Please go on to the next numbered episode to continue. Also, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you'd like to help support the project, you can donate under Madison Mason at Patreon. And please, check out our website, kltkrdr.com, for more information.
Hi, this is Madison Mason. I want to personally thank you for listening to The Eclectic Reader and invite you to share your experience, your thoughts, and your suggestions. We have many great books lined up for the future, but if you have requests for anything that is in the public domain, please email us at kltkrdr@gmail.com.
kltkrdr@gmail.com